Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I'm reviewing the AirRobo. This is the latest in a robot vacuum cleaner. It's the T10 Plus model. It has LDS laser navigation. So its eye lets it know where to go and where not to go. That's amazing technology. And it also has an automatic dirt disposal with a vacuum bag. So it can collect a whole lot of dirt, because before you couldn't do that. The station it hangs out in is really small, so it can fit in any room. Some of the others are so large. I love this AirRobo. Let me tell you about it. I found out about the latest technology as I was researching, and I reached out to AirRobo to sponsor this video, and they did. And I was thrilled because I have many different surfaces in my house. Previous models were just too small on the collection of the dirt, and I would have to change out the dirt so often. My carpeting is always a mess. There's always a bunch of junk all over that carpeting. And I often have a lot of doggies visiting, so there's a lot of dog hairs on that carpeting. That family room gets a lot of use. And part of my family room is made up of linoleum that's been in my house forever. And this AirRobo makes that great transition right into that area to pick up all the dirt and dust and food particles that come off that dining table. It finds its way around the chairs. That's a big plus, because I don't want to move all those chairs. Those are heavy. That's not to my liking. I let the AirRobo figure it all out. So I let my AirRobo do a musical chairs routine to get out of those chairs. It does a great job on picking up all those particles while I'm not even looking. And I have this bedroom in my house with beautiful hardwood floors, and the AirRobo loves that room. It has fun playing underneath the bed, getting all those dust bunnies and all that dog hair. But that AirRobo does great of getting all of that underneath the bed. And I have these nightstands, and the AirRobo has found its way to clean under them too, which is really great for allergies and other things. It's really hard to always have to get underneath your furniture. But AirRobo was able to find its way in and find its way out. Now in this room on this hardwood floor, not only can I use the vacuum to pick up the sand and the dirt, but I also get the mop out, and I can mop it too. I love that feature. I'm going to show you a little more about that later. Let's go into the bathroom. And the bathroom, just like Groundhog Day, same thing, same routine. It goes into the bathroom, it can clean and dust, and it can also mop. And I do like it getting mopped. There's always some little toothbrush particle, or I don't know, stuff that gets on that floor, and the mop really gets that clean. And that's a whole different surface than the hardwood floors. It's a marble. But as you know, my favorite room in my house is my kitchen, and this gets the filthiest of them all. Many times, it's just little flour and things and particles of dust or spices that just kind of fall on the floor. But sometimes I make a real greasy mess going from my stove to my kitchen sink. You know, the kitchen is the dirtiest room in my house. So my AirRobo knows what to do. I will set it for the particles when there's a lot of debris that's just dry, like cereal, and the general kitchen mess, little junk that falls off the counters. Super great on that to do a dry clean. But then get my mop out and do the wet clean. It does both. It won't get stuck underneath my baseboards, so that's getting cleaned under there too. It's awful entertaining to watch, don't you think? And all of this can be done with the remote. It's fascinating how quality the AirRobo is. This is how it came to my door, right to the front of my door, and then I brought it in to unpack it. I opened the box, and I found the pretty box inside, which makes this great to give as a gift. It had a handle on it, and I opened that box. There was a few things on top that were wrapped in plastic, and a recyclable cardboard packing material, looked like a little carton. So I took that off, and this is the rest that was in the box and how it was packed. And then I laid it out on my kitchen counter for you to see. So I've unpacked everything to show you all the pieces and all the parts. Gosh, there's nothing to assemble. And it came with vacuum bags. And let me tell you about those vacuum bags. They're one of my favorite features because they can collect so much of the dirt and dust. There is no assembly involved, but let me show you how some of these things work together. Let me show you its underside. The underbelly has all those moving parts. So here's a picture of it, brand new, totally clean, out of the box. And now here it is when it's time for me to clean, because I've been cleaning this bedroom, the one with the hardwood floors. And that was the one with all the dog hairs. And you can see that right there on the brush. Taking out the brush is really easy. I just popped it out. And in the main unit, I just opened the top, and it had this little brush and cutter right there. So I grabbed it. And that's what I used to clean the brush. So it was really easy. I just clipped away on the dog hairs and pulled them out. It's very sharp and works really easily. What a great device it comes with the AirRobo, right there for me to use. The brush is really handy because then I could brush it off a little more. And inside the unit had some dirt collected, so I cleaned that out. I used a little brush, then I flipped it over to get the rest remaining particles out. There's a little side brush for the twirl action to get all the stuff into the machine and suck it up from the floors. That side brush is really easy to remove to clean. I just took a Phillips head screwdriver, unscrewed it, popped it off, cleaned it, then I put it back on. Easy peasy. There's also a 2-in-1 filter. It has a filter and a filter card, and I just pop those out just like this. Super easy. I took my little brush and I cleaned the extra dirt off of that. It took me 30 seconds, that's it. And then you can put the filter back on and the filter card on top of that. And you can also wash out the tank because that can get dirty too. You just put it under any faucet and wash it out. It's so simple. And then when I want to do the wet mopping, all I need to do is fill the water tank. It has a little thing to pop open, and that's where you put the water in, and you fill that up, and you're ready to go. And I slip that right back into the robot. It comes with a few different mopping pads. So I put on the gray one with some texture. That's my favorite to use for mopping. It fits on just with Velcro, and then it's ready to mop. They also have a Swiffer pad, and that's the one I typically just keep on with my side brush. I think that does a really good job of polishing the floors. And all of these things can be reordered if you're going through them fast. For me, it takes about 2 weeks to a month to have to reorder any one of these things. As well as the dust bag. Now let me show you how that goes in the machine. Here I am taking one out and then popping the brand new one in. It is so simple, so fast, it's not complicated. There we go. And in case you're not watching the video, you can just look at the instructions underneath the top of the lid. The remote for the AirRobo comes with batteries, so that's super easy. You just put them in like any normal batteries you would put in. They're 2 AAAs. And it comes with a normal 2-prong plug that can be plugged in anywhere in a house, 110 volts. And if you're backing it up against the wall and you've got extra, you can just wrap it around like that so it's neat. Or continue to wrap. And it has even an indentation from the back. So it's a straight shot to your electrical outlet. And these are the charging ports. And this is gonna hook up to the machine so the dirt in there is gonna get sucked up into here and into your machine, into the dust bag when it automatically connects. And here you can see that as ET phones home. It's going back home to get charged up and to expel all that dirt and dust into that vacuum bag.
Starting to collect dust.
That's amazing. And on the side of AirRobo's T10 Plus is the bumper. This bumper makes it so your walls will not get dented or bruised up, and your chairs, it'll protect your furniture and your walls. There's a blue indicator light that goes back and forth, blue on and off as it's charging. To get to go home and back on the dock, you can just simply press the button at the top of the remote, which is home. And there he is, figuring out he needs to go home. He's looking for his home, and he's gonna find out how to reconnect himself. This is so cool. Watch that. Aim, shoot, and fire. There.
Charging.
He's charging, and he's happy at home. So if you want to control the destiny of what he does first, you can take control by pressing the forward, the back, left, or right. Now, if you have a very bad area that you want spot cleaned, press that button. I do that sometimes if there's a big thing on my kitchen floor and I want it to move around it a lot. Now, this is the dust collection, just for the dust, because you want that dust collected into the machine. You can press that. You can press mute. You can press that. That'll make her quiet. And for suction power, you can press the left for low suction or the right for high suction. And I usually just keep it on maximum suction power. I like that. And that's this button down here. What a great remote. They've thought of everything. And also show you how filled up your vacuum bag is, what you need for your collecting. I love my new toy, and it knows not to go over an edge. Another great feature in case you have stairs. Click the link below to get your AirRobo, the robot vacuum T10 Plus. I've really gotten excited by this top technology robot vacuum. I hope you do too. Click the link and get yours. I'm Rebecca Brandt. Subscribe to my channel, and let's keep making great videos in life. Ring the bell to get notified of my next video. I'll see you next time. That's so cool. And if you like this video on household cleaning, I've got a whole lot more about how to run a household right over there.